Let me record this session. So guys, today's concept is very simple thing, which is the set and dictionary data type. Okay, so why both? Because approximately similar characteristics, similar properties we do have it. Okay, I can try to cover both at a time, and let's go for create the new file, save. Okay, let's go for create the new file, and the name of the file is set and dict ipynb. Now we have to select the kernel. I'm going to selecting this my env. Then after I have to go for click on the code. Then now let's talk about the dictionary. See, what is the dictionary? It's a very similar to the list and tuple only. Okay. So how the data elements we are holding in the square brackets and parentheses. In the same way, if you hold, um, same way we can hold in curly braces. When you're holding the data inside of the curly braces, that we can call it as the set text. Okay, set data type. For example, I want to hold the integer data, and the meanwhile I want to hold some kind of float data, and I want to hold some kind of boolean data, and I want to hold some kind of no data, and I want to hold some kind of string data. Okay, and I want to hold some kind of tuple data. Okay, and only complex. One more thing, you can hold the complex. Only these are the data elements only we can store. But in case of list and tuple, we can hold the list inside of the list. We can hold the set inside of the list. We can hold the dictionary inside of the list also. Meanwhile, tuple also, within the tuple, we can hold the list, we can hold the set, we can hold the dictionary. But coming to the set data type, if you try to be hold the other than these data types, you may get an error. Okay, you may get an error. Is it clear? One more thing you can observe here. So actually the none have hold in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th position, right? But it back, which comes to the first position. Careful observe here. And actually my first position element is a 1, which changed as the second position. And so see here 4 plus 5j is my 1, 2, 3, fourth element. So, but it is after the true, but it was somewhere else. And careful observe here, true has been missed. True has been missed it. Why? Why? Now same thing we can give it here 10. Now we can run it. Now true is existed. Are you getting the difference between the first one, second one? Here the true, even you hold it, but which is not reflecting here. But here you change it that 1 by 10, and then you will, if you can try to print that data, and the true is existed. The difference is that true is converted as the 1. Okay, true has converted as the 1. So that's the reason, if both, in case of dictionary, sorry, in case of set, one thing we need to remember, one thing we need to be remember it. The thing is that duplicate elements rounded as the 1 only. If you have the 5 same elements, it is considered as the 1. Okay, only 1. Is it clear? See, here the true is there, 1 is there. Instead of considering the 1 and true, it is considered as the only 1. Clear? I need response, guys. Are you following or not?
If, for example, false is there, then
Yeah, that's a good question.
No, I didn't understand like why you are saying one is good, one is true.
Python is treating like true as one.
Okay, okay, I get you. So zero is false, right?
Yeah, true is one, and false it is considered as the zero. Okay. Let's same thing. I have given 1.0. What happened? We'll see. Is it considered? No, right? So it's treating like 1.0 is also true only. 1.0 is also true. 1 is also true. And next, if I take it something like 0j, so 0, so if we have 1 plus 0j also, it could be considered as the true only. Okay. Or else let us consider it is my 0 and this is my 1j. So this one, what happened, we'll see. Now this time it is not considered. Only 1, 1.0 plus 1 plus 0j. So these are the things which is considered as the true. Okay. Now let's try with false kind of thing. If I have the false, then if I have the 0, then what happens? So there is no false here. Okay. And if I have the 0.0, same thing will happen. So 0j, same things will happen, right? 0 or 0.0 or 0.0 or 0 plus 0j. So these are all it is treating like false, and these are the things which is treating like a true. So because of the duplicate, it is not accepting the duplicates. So because of that one, instead of taking the 2 times with the same value, which is considered only 1, let's take an example of understanding the duplicates are not accepting. Let I have a set is 1, 8, 9 and 8, 10, and again I have the 9, and again I have the 1, again I have the 10 and 11 and 8. So tell me how many elements are there in our perspective. So there are 4 and here 4, and this is totally 9 elements we have it, right? So if I go for print that A, see 1, even it is repeated 2 times, which considered as the 1. So 9 has repeated 2 times, which considered as the only 1. Next 8 is also repeated 2 times, which considered as the only 1. Okay. And 11, 10 and 11, 10 and 11s are repeated only one time, one frequency, so that it could be considered as only 1. I hope you understood, right? Duplicates are not accepting or duplicates can remove.
yeah, clear. Arjun.
So you don't need to do that auto remote. Okay, clear? Yeah. So now, as of now, what is the limitations I explain? List, set, and a dictionary. These data elements not acceptable. Let's see whether it is accepting or not. I have the set and I have integers, I have the float, but I have the list inside of the okay set. So we got an error which is unhashable. And now we can try to hold the set inside of the set. If you try to hold the set inside of the set, so you will get an error again. Okay, we can't hold the set inside of the set. If we try to hold the dictionary inside of the set, that is also not acceptable. Okay, so in set, except these three data types, it can hold anything. That is the one limitation. Second one is duplicates are not acceptable. That is the second limitation. The third limitation is, which is unordered data. For unordered data, you can see this example. First element is the 1, second element is the 9, but which is changed to the third element. See here, the elements are jumbled. So because of that one, simply we can say that it's an unordered data type. This is the third rule. So there is no order for that. Unordered data elements. Clear?
Yes, clear.
Okay. So if it is unordered, then what happens? If it is unordered, we can't access the data elements. We can't access the data elements. From where? From set. Let's take an example of a set. It's a 1290 Android and 200 something like this. Okay. I want to access the first element as like indexing something like that. Okay. If I give the A of 0, so indexing are not supported because of unordered indexings, slicings, dicings. Not possible. Okay. Let's try this one. We got the some kind of error. The error is set object no subscriptable. That means we can't access the elements. We can't access the elements, but we can modify. See, the difference is that in case of a string and in case of a tuple, so which is follows the order, right? Okay, but we can't modify the elements once if we define, right? So same things, but in case of set, in case of dictionary, in case of list, those we can modify. You might be thinking, sir, we can't access the element, then how we can able to modify, right? Yes, we can modify. We can modify the elements in set dictionary. We can modify in the sense we can do updates. We can do updates on top of this particular sets, but we can't update actually. Once if we define, it will be constant. So this is a static data element. Simply, it's a static. Once if we define, we can't move, we can't change. We can't update anything. But in case of set and dictionary, it's a dynamic. If you want to update, you can do updates. That is possible in set and dictionary list. Because of that one, set we can't, if you want to update anything in subscriptable elements, okay, so we have to access that particular location, right? Okay, we have to access that particular element, right? We can't access the individual elements because of unordered. It is unordered data type, right? If it is unordered data type, which means that the elements are holding in different locations. So if you want to do some kind of updates inside of set, inside of the set element, I mean subset sub element is my set, and if you want to do sub updates in my internal set element, it is not possible actually. Are you getting my point? See, set is basically it's a dynamic data element. Okay, if you hold the set inside of the set, so that means this inside of the set also it could be dynamic only, right? It could be dynamic, right? If you want to do some kind of updates inside of the set in a main set, if you want to update any updates inside of if you want to update the if you want to update the subset in main set, So we have to access, right? First of all, if you want access, we should know the location, right? So the location is not possible because of the location access is not possible because of that. We can't access, we can't modify, we can't do anything inside of the subsets because of that one. Don't hold anything. This modification supported data elements, we can't hold it. Is it clear?
Yes, clear. Clear.
So why we are not able to hold the set dictionary list inside of the set? Who will explain it? Pranay, can you please explain why we are not able to hold the set dictionary list inside of the set?
So as you said, set location can't be accessed. That's why we.
Yeah, the locations of sub list or subset or sub dictionary we can't access. So if you're not able to access, then how I can able to modify the internal elements? So because of that one, I cannot able to hold the set dictionary list in my set data type. But in an overall set, we can modify. Okay, let's see those examples also. That's not a big deal. Okay, so now let's do. I have a set. It's a 1, 2, 3. Now I want to add some new element. I want to add some new element with help of the add method. So if I do the 5, then element is added my existing set. Okay, now you are added, you are updated, right? Initially the A is 1, 2, 3. Now you are updated as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 5, right? Set is the dynamic, but if you want to hold the set inside of the set, the internal set also you can able to try to update. That is not possible because we can't access that data. That's a simple explanation. Yeah. Now we do clear it. Once if you hold the elements and I want to clear all elements, then we can use the clear method. Okay. So now they're able to clear all the elements. Now meanwhile, we can apply the copy method. So when do the copy method? Oh, I think I have given some assignment yesterday. What was the difference between assignment and the copy method? Hello? Hello? Guys, yesterday I have given some assessment for you or else some homework for you. So you can copy the elements and we can assign the element to another variable. Then what was the difference? And I have given some hint for you. Shallow copy and deep copy. Have you gone through that, that particular thing?
No,
No? Why? I need that answer badly. Okay. I need that
because
answer. Yeah. What?
when I was when I was doing, I couldn't find all the like operator methods
No. I mean, which data type?
for repeating the same values. When when set of data elements I have taken, I couldn't do on the repetition values.
No, my question is that, my question is what? For example, I have the list and which is holding some data. Okay. And for example, I want to copy these elements. We can copy the A elements to the B. Okay. And this time the data elements in A and the data elements in B are same, right? Same thing we can do with assignment operator. Same thing we can do with help of assignment operator. Also same result we are getting. My question is what is the difference between this one this statement and this statement. Is there any difference? If the both are same, then why do we use the copy method? That is my question. Okay, so for that one, we can use the internet or else ChatGPT or else various other tools and get that some answer. That is my requirement. I hope everybody understood my requirement. Did you get my requirement or not? Yesterday or day before yesterday, I have given some this kind of question to all of you. While giving this question, I have given some hint for you. Deep copy and shallow copy, kind of thing I have given this hint for you. This is the hint. This is the hint. Okay. So this one and this one, which might be belongs to the deep copy and shallow copy. So
Yeah,
what
sir.
you need to do, you can research it. What was the deep copy? What was the shallow copy? What is the copy method? What is the assignment method? What was the difference? So if you get some kind of information, then when you're attending some kind of interviews, you will get this kind of question. What is the deep copy and what is the shallow copy? What was the difference? Okay.
Sir, can I?
Yes, sure. Go ahead.
Sir, in shallow copy, it does not allows the copy of objects. So we use the method of copy. So above one is the shallow copy method.
Okay, you mean
In
to say
deep,
this is the
yes,
shallow copy
shallow copy.
example.
Yes, because
Okay.
we have used in copy method.
Okay. What about this one?
In deep copy, it allows the copy of objects automatically. So there is no need of using copy method, I think.
Then what was the difference?
Mm,
It's like a shallow copy will take memory, but in the deep copy, it won't allocate memory.
Mm-hmm. Not allocating memory in the sense A and B, there is no memory. Without memory, how the elements are holding? So when you're holding the data, definitely every data member or every data variable definitely access some memory location. So A is also having the memory location, B is also having the memory location. But what was the difference? So Fumara said some kind of thing, she tried it. This is belongs to the shallow copy. Yes, it belongs to the shallow copy. Okay. So, but
yes.
what was the difference? Yes, it's a shallow copy. If it is a shallow copy, then what was the difference? What happened if it is the shallow copy? So this is example of the shallow copy. Okay. So when we are holding in such a way, so here the memory location of A, the memory location of A and the memory location of B are different, which means that okay, we are just copying the elements from the A and assigning to the new namespace as a name of the B. So this time memory locations of A and B are the different, even though data is same. If you do any updates, for example, I want to append the 100 my new list. So meanwhile, I want to append the 200 in my new list, my existing list. This time A and B both are updated or not. Let's see. So in case of shallow copy, updates are not allowed. See, careful observe here. This is my A. and you're copied, and this is the A which belongs to this specific memory location. After that one, I copied the A elements and I hold it into the B. Then the memory location of B with this particular memory location. Within this particular new memory location, I have the data is list of 1, 2, 3. Within this particular memory location, I have the same data like 1, 2, 3. Now I have printed the A value and B value so that both are printing the list of 1, 2, 3, list of 1, 2, 3. After that one, I updated the B with 100, and after that one, I updated the A as the 200. So only B is having the 1, 2, 300, and only A is having the 1, 2, 3, 200. Okay. Same thing. If I take an example of the deep copy, this time I'm not copying the elements. I'm directly assigning the variable to the variable to the B. This moment what happens? Memory location of A, memory location of B is same. So if you do the updates in B, it automatically affecting to the A also. If you do the updates in A, it automatically affected to B as well. So that is the reason the data of the A and the data of B is same, this particular example. I hope you understood, right?
Yes, yes.
So this kind of thing we can call it as the reference copy. Reference copy. Any questions? I hope you understood, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we have three things are there: deep copy, shallow copy, and reference copy. So you can try to get this at least now. What is deep copy? Is there any example for the deep copy? What was the difference between the deep copy and shallow copy? What is the difference between deep copy and reference copy? What is the reference copy? What is the shallow copy? So you can try to explore this copy things actually, because if everything is same, then there is no point of mention it, right? Okay. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's my the thing. Yeah. For example, this is totally set kind of thing. Yeah. So this is the set example, and a set also same facility is available. You can copy. And for example, I have a set is having the 1, 2, 3, and I have the set which is having the 2, 3, 4, 5. So this time, what I want to do, I would like to be do union. So if I do union, A union of B, so you're not updated anything to the A. So you are not updated anything. You just do the operation A union B. Union means what is mean that union? Combining the both A and B. Okay. So you're not updated the A. You're just you're just do the union, and the result you're return back it. But your requirement is that I want to do that union, but I want to update also. For that one, you can do union. Sorry, we have directly update method is there. So when we have update method, it will do the union, as well as it will update it. The difference you understood, right? First one, you just did the union. After that one, you are printed the A value. So the existing data, the previous data only we have it. After that one, we have used the update. Update what exactly it will do? First, it will do the union, then update that data A. Okay. So that is the union update. That is a update example. Now let's have one more example. Example is intersection. So what is mean that intersection?
Common elements.
Same elements, right? From the A and B, what are the common elements we have it? That it could be written back it. Okay. That it could be written back it. So what are the common elements from A and B? Here 2, 3. Here 2, 3 are repeated in both sets. That is union. But my requirement is that after I did intersection operation, I want to update to my A, then simply you can use the intersection update. Intersection update. If I do the intersection update, it will first performing the intersection. The result we are holding into the A itself. Okay. Same way, you can perform the difference. Difference in the sense from A, what are the common elements we have it in both A and B? Those it could be removed. From A, if you remove the common elements, what is the result? It's a set of one only. It's A minus B. It's A minus B. A minus B means from A, you're removing the common elements. If you remove the common, see how it will be looks like. This is my A, it's a 1, and this is 2, and this is 3. Okay, and this is my B, which is having the 2, 3, and 4, 5. Okay, so if I remove the A minus B, that means from A, if you remove this entire thing, what element is left? What element is
1.
left? Only 1. So you will get only 1 here. Okay. And so if you want to do that, intersection update, after I did that, in a difference, I want to update to my A value or A variable, then we can use the difference update. Okay. Yeah, that is good. Now we can have the symmetry difference. What does it mean that symmetry difference? Tell me. So symmetry difference means first it will do the union. Okay. So if you do the union, what happens? You will get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. After that one, common elements it could be removed. What are the common elements? 2 and
2
3.
and 3.
If you remove these 2 elements, common elements, if you remove from the union, if you remove the intersection data, so that is your symmetric difference. So because of that one, we are getting the 1, 4, 5. 1, 4, 5. After that symmetry difference update, A is also updated as the 1, 4, 5. I hope you understood what exactly the union and you update and intersection update and difference update and symmetry difference update. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I have a set.
Sir?
Yes.
But where do we use all this, sir? Union, intersection.
So do you know mathematics like Venn diagrams and all?
Yes, sir. Yeah, sir.
So where do you use those Venn diagrams in real time?
Mm,
Hmm? Tell me.
We
In
just
mathematics, you would have some kind of sets and Venn diagrams and all, right?
Yeah, sir.
Hmm?
I think we didn't use them.
So whenever you want to do some kind of mathematical set operations, that time it will help you.
Okay, sir.
So like, if you don't want to be encourage the duplicate things. For example, duplicate things means what? You applied 2 times for you applied for one exam or one of the government exam, but with the same person 2 times you applied. Will they consider? Will they consider
No,
your
sir.
profile as it is showing you something like duplicate? Have you got this kind of thing when you're when you're um, when you're registering something in web applications? Okay, this user is duplicated. Get it?
Yeah, sir. Got.
So what does mean that? So in real time, so users are unique. Okay, if you want to be create some kind of unique kind of data, if it is required, so generally we do use the set data element only. Okay, or else you are going to be creating some kind of database or table. The table having some kind of primary key, right? Okay, that primary key is some kind of unique data or not, like employee ID, something like that. Okay, actually this set it could help you for to creating some kind of dictionary kind of thing. So later on the dictionary data, I would explain you there it could have some kind of record. It could maintain some kind of record. That time you will definitely understood in a more. But in generally, set it won't allow the duplicates. Whenever you want to be hold some kind of unique kind of data elements, then set it could help you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, for example, that's a good question. That's a good question. I need this kind of questions like where we are using, how we are using. So when you're asking the question, that is a good nature actually. Okay. So for example, I encourage you if you're asking the questions. So for example, I would like to remove one specific element. I don't want to remove the specific element, but I want to remove the one of the top one of element from my list, from my set. I don't know which element it gonna be removed. Okay, then we can use the pop. So we can use the pop method, but you don't know which element it gonna be removed. So for example, you have data, and so it was exceeded your limitation. So you want to remove one element. Any element is fine. I want to remove one element. I don't know what element I want to remove it. Any element is fine for me. Then we can simply use the pop method. Okay. Whenever you use the pop method, it could be remove the one of the element from our set. See, got it? I hope any. I hope I hope you understood, right? What is the mean that pop method?
Yeah, sir.
Now pop having one more method, which is discard method. Discard. Discard of 100. If you use the discard of 100, it will be removed directly 100. For example, I would like to go with discard of 200. Is there 200 in your data? If element is existed, it can be removed. If element is not existed, spelling is correct or not?
Yeah.
See, in case of element is existed, then it could be removed. If element is not existed, no, nothing it will do. Simply it will be nothing, it will be written. Okay, but same thing we can use the remove method. remove. So if I use the remove method, if element is existed, it can be removed. If element is not existed, it can be thrown an error. Okay, here we got the key error. Okay, here no key error. See, at what situation we can use the remove and what situation you can use the discard. You can Deepak, you just think and tell. See, if I use the remove, you raise the some kind of error. If I use the discord, we are not getting any kind of error. Violation, right? Here we got some kind of violation. Deepa, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So here I have used the remove and discord. Both are helpful for to remove the one specific element. But in case of remove, if element is not existed, then it was raising some error. And but here there is no error. So my question is that at what scenario you may use the remove, at what scenario you may use the discord?
If we are having a lot of data for a certain value, we just want to remove it. Use see discard. Like we don't know the data, is it present in the data or not? Like
Yes, if
lot of
yes,
data is
that's
there.
correct.
Then
You know, you have that
particular
is
data.
correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. You have a data, you don't know whether the element is existed or not. If it is existed, I want to remove. If it is not existed, don't worry, I can keep my data with safe only. Okay. I'm just for
Yeah.
checking purpose, I can use the discord. Not checking, check and remove. But in case of remove method, you know, if there is no thing, you will raise some kind of error. That means you did some kind of wrong input you given. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so if and only if you know whether the element is existed, that time only we can use the remove. Okay, okay, that's a small things regarding about dictionary data type. Okay, sorry, set data type. And the tomorrow session will talk about the dictionary data type. Uh, you can explore it with your own skill, or else I can share with you some points on Monday session. Okay, thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.